What's up, Instagram? Hope everybody's having a good day. It is 7 p.m. About to be 7 p.m. About to put on my man, Brandon Parker. We're going to talk a little NFL draft. Brandon Parker, one of the key dogs at Vayner Sports. Getting ready for tomorrow. It's tomorrow already, right? Yeah, it's Wednesday. Beautiful. Getting ready for tomorrow. Going at it. Super excited about the draft. You know, with no live sports, it's like the jam. It's like the jam right now. It's like the closest thing to live sports. So I think tomorrow's gonna be crazy. Crazy. Big ups, Zach. Thank you so much. Reply to your DMs. So much lies, Zach. I'm trying, bro. I'm trying, my guy. I'm replying as many as I can. I just got all sorts of stuff going on. Like, when you try to reply to 10,000 DMs a day. I'm going to take a look, though. I'm really trying. What's good? What's good, my Mora? Staying select, what's good? What makes me not quit? Too much good. Too much good opportunity. Ray Comedy, winetext.com. I'm going to pin you, Ray. Ray knows how to get pinned. If you don't know. Thank you all so much. So many of you jumping into my tea with Gary V. I've been enjoying that heavy. Hope you've been enjoying it as well. All right, Brandon Parker, if you're here, say what's up or try to go in the queue. If you don't know how to go in the queue, just say what's up, Brandon. I'll find you in the comments and I'll put you on. Just say I'm here in caps. B. Parker. Just say I'm here in caps if you're in the building. Louis DeVite, what's good? Scree Queen. Sandra, what's up? Raph, trying to play that on Brandon card. What's good, Amon? Gee, what's good, brother? Excited about what you're doing with Tip. Me too, Brian. What's up, big Brian Shear? Let's go. My drop. Of course you can be here, Insecure. I can't wait to get hunting again. Retro. Can't wait. What's good, Steven? Premium Pete. Let's go. Craig, I miss you more, brother. What's good? Deck Eve, what's good? Nadia. Sam, what's good? Mario Sanchez. GP13. I take a break all the time, Sky. I just go hard, that's all. Plenty. When we can smoke a blunt, talk Jets. We can do that. Wendy, you can smoke. Nathan, what's good? B. Parker. Looking for you, Brand Parker. Let me know if you're here. Let me know if you're here, Brandon Parker. Look at my queue. Brandon, if you're on, please just say what's up in the comments and I will bring you in. Living, what's good? Castor, what's good? Just keep replying, Brandon Parker, if I haven't seen you. I am Soul Angel, what's good? Dr. Neil, what's good? Christy, what's good? Martin, I appreciate it. Thank you guys. There he is. Brandon Parker is here. B. Here's my partner, Brandon Parker, getting ready for the draft.
Yo, Gary V, what's good?
What's up, fam?
Chilling. What's good with you?
You ready for tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm ready, man.
This weekend,
I'm ready for it to be here and be over with, man. It's been a long time, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's a process.
It really is, man. This one's been weird, but I'm excited.
Yeah. So what's tell everybody here a little bit about yourself, who you are, what you do at Vayner Sports, and then we'll get into a little bit of this draft.
Obviously, my name is Brandon. I go by B Parker. I'm an agent at Vayner Sports. I'm also a partner. Came on board about a year ago with AJ and Gary. We've been rocking hard for a minute. We're still kind of just in the infancy stages of building the business, but as a
You see Alan? You see Alan? I'm pilling Alan.
They won't leave me alone, man. I had started my live. A-Mac came in with jokes. You know how it is, man.
I know exactly how it is.
But
Allen
yeah,
Robinson, best receiver in football, pinned. He's giving you some
showing
love.
love.
That's
Yeah,
your man.
all my people showing love, no
That's
doubt.
what's up. Go ahead.
So yeah, man. So we're in this is really year one for me,
Yep.
basically here. So we're just in the building stage, man. Myself, AJ, Brian, Tommy, our whole squad. We're just really focused on building Vayner Sports with the right kind of guys, not just men, but players. You know, we want ballers that are good dudes. And right now we're just still in the kind of the early building stages, just looking forward to what we have to come in the future, my guy. You
So
know.
talk to me about how you got into the game. I want my
Oh,
universe to get to know you.
well, I got into the game. I mean, I'd be remiss not to mention my pops. Obviously, you know, my dad was one of the top agents to do it for a while, and I actually just kind of naturally grew up in the business because of that. So that's kind of how I got into the game, and
Did
I just
did
took a
did you
liking to
did
it.
you did you want to do it like when you were a kid, when you were 12? Did you look at Pops, who was, pretty? When was Pops? When was Eugene signing his biggest guys? Like, what? How old were you when it was starting to get crazy?
I was real young, and so I was like probably, I think by the time I was 6 years old, he had Dion. And, you know, Dion was such a big dude at the time. It was kind of like how LeBron is now.
Yeah.
He was all over the place. So commercials, you know, all that kind of thing. So because of that, that's when I really knew I wanted to do it because he was, you
It
know what I
seemed
mean?
cool. Yeah.
Seeing it at such a high level. I mean, Dion just literally was, everybody wanted a piece of Dion. He was like the best football player. Plus, he was the swaggiest off the field, you know? So that's when I knew I wanted to do it, even though I did play a little sports too. But, you know, when you see it at the highest level versus, you know if you got it or if you don't. I knew I didn't have it when it came to on the field. So I always knew I wanted to be an agent.
And so what, let's talk about Allen, who's pinned, right? One of your
Yeah,
guys, one of our guys. Like, when Allen was, in that process, what do you see in him? Like, what makes Allen,
just
when
dominance. He was such a dominant player, even at Penn State. You know, when you're actually in the world of pro sports, you the talking heads and all the noise that comes around it, you kind of learn to just let that go in one ear and out the other. And I just remember watching A-Rod, and I wasn't even looking to see him. I just remember 4 weeks in a row I was watching Penn State games. He was just going crazy. And it was in a year where we had a lot of good players. We had Sammy Watkins, Kelvin Benjamin, Carlos Hyde. We had a whole bunch of ballers. But I just remember watching A-Rod, and week after week, this dude was balling. I remember I called my pops, and I was like, man, we need to take a closer look at number 8 from Penn State. So we did. We met him. We just hit it off from jump, and we ended up – the rest was history. He ended up coming with
brothers?
us. Yeah.
I love that.
We've been through a lot. You
Talk to
see he's
me.
at my head here with the pink
I
comment.
see him. I see it. Talk to me about what there's a lot of people in this thread right now that are really interested in being in the game. Like, what do people need to know about if they want to pursue being an agent?
You have to be mad persistent, and like you have to really want to do this. I tell people a lot of the times, if I wasn't naturally born into this, I don't know if this is something that I would do because it's a mad competitive, like cutthroat business. We're getting messages and we get emails all the time of people wanting to get into the game and saying that they've always wanted to do this, which makes sense because, you know, people who like
Sports.
sports. Yeah. But I would tell you, unless you want this so bad that you refuse to do anything else, I would suggest probably picking a different line of
It's
work, to be
hard.
real.
It hurts, right? Like, think about
Yeah.
the kids that we talk to for 4 or 5 months, and then they, you feel like you got a shot, and then you decide to go in a different direction.
It's a cold world,
That
dog.
hurts. That hurts.
Yep.
You get emotional with it.
Hmm.
Talk to me. Before you talk about, why don't we talk about some of the guys you're repping? You go into this draft. Who you got?
Okay. Well, should we check? I don't want to leave anybody out, but I'll just talk specifically about the
I'm talking
guys
about
I'm
you.
working
I'm
with.
talking about you. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. What's up, Young?
Darnay Holmes from UCLA, a corner guy who we all love, we feel great about.
Yep.
Darnay's a beast. We
Beast.
also have
Talk about
Austin.
swaggy, right? He's got some of that off the
Yeah,
field.
he is a little mini Dion quietly.
He's got it.
Yeah. We also have a couple guys from Ohio State, 2 really good players and really good guys. Austin Mack, the wide receiver, who he's somewhere in the comments. And then Jordan Fuller, the safety from Ohio State as well. And then
Yeah,
we also
we went OU. We went Ohio.
yeah, 2 really good dudes too.
Yep.
And then one of my favorites, a sleeper guy young boy named Nigel Kilby, a tight
I'm
end from
excited about it.
SIU. Yeah,
I'm
Nigel's a
excited about it.
beast.
I've been telling a couple of GMs, I'm like, don't sleep. Just remember I
Yeah,
told you.
yeah, right.
And what about
Pin this
overall?
text.
So it's not a whole self-promotion thing. Let's bring some value. What about overall? What are you seeing in this draft? How you've been in the game for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
What's your everyone getting excited for tomorrow? What's your macro point of view on this draft overall? What are you feeling? What are you seeing?
There's a lot of good wide receivers, man, in this draft.
Yeah, it's loaded.
It's going to be one of the most thick wide receiver drafts from when A-Rob's
Ever.
Because I mean, we're talking about 20 to 30 guys that I think
Look like they can play.
It's starting.
Somebody's going to get a Pro Bowler in the 4th round.
Yeah, for real.
100%.
Yeah. It's going to be a deep wide receiver draft. I mean, we all kind of joke about these quarterbacks. I mean, I think some of these quarterbacks will end up being pretty good as well. And then just this being the first like virtual draft that we're having is just going to be strange. It's going to be different.
Yeah.
It'll be a year that for a lot of you won't see as many small school kids being drafted.
Is that what you feel?
Yeah, because the teams didn't have a lot of time to do due diligence like they normally would.
They didn't have time to fall in love with somebody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bigger school guys, right?
Yeah. You know it. What you think? What you got?
I think that's a great observation. I think there's going to be some steals because, to your point, I think that there's the kind of kids that with a personal workout and an interview go from 5th round to 3rd round. They're not going to be known now, and they're going to go 6th round. I think the late rounds. This is the most unusual draft because, Brandon, how many teams get 30 personal visits?
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people don't know this, but after the Combine and Senior Bowl, teams get to invite 30 guys one-on-one and get real tight with them. That was kind of eliminated this year. They might have done Zooms, better than I do. But
yeah,
what I know is that GMs, because I know a lot of them as friends, feel this is a different kind of year. So Brandon's point about, bigger school kids getting a look, I think that's right. I think there's going to be a lot of kids from the top 25, top 50 programs that are going to probably get drafted that might have not because some small kid school would have slipped in there. So I think UDFA is going to be super important. I think even how they were recruited in college, I think that cliche 5-star kid that was kind of like never kind of popped crazy, but is at Georgia or Bama or, USC might get drafted now versus going UDFA. I think that's right. And I think that I think there could be a Pro Bowler in the 6th round of the NFL draft with the wide receivers. I think the wide receiver draft is all time. And then selfishly, as a Jets fan, I'm fired up because we're thin there, and I'd like to see us go with 2 to 3 guys.
Yeah.
Early-ish, mid-ish. So, I think that's going to happen. And then what else do I think? Just in general for fun, I think the Vikings with 2 picks in the 1st round. Curious to see what they do. I'm obviously business partners with the Wilfs on my Call of Duty team.
Right.
So,
right.
Alan's getting mad. Alan's getting mad that I'm calling it all time because he wants to hold that 2014 as all time. Alan, this class.
He said he's
loaded,
from the show
bro.
me. He said he's from the show me state.
Yeah, he's got it. He's got a lot of pride for that. Listen, he's got a lot of reason to be proud. That was an insane receiver draft.
That was another big thing too. I think that will be interesting to keep an eye on is post draft. Normally the day after the draft is when teams start to bring in their rookies and do their rookie minicamp stuff. That's going to be pushed back now. So what we're thinking is most of the rookies are going to be their first time on the field is going to be possibly in camp with the vets. And that's a different dynamic, man. So I think you're going to have like those dudes that are ready to go, that are pro ready now.
It's going to help
the guys that need the development. It's going to be different.
It's going to help a lot of vets stay on rosters.
Oh yeah, no doubt, absolutely, for sure. And then just those young guys that come in that are more pro ready than others. They're going to be ahead of the curve more so than the guy that needs a lot of development or like the knucklehead guy that isn't focused off the field.
100%.
He's more likely to get cut this year than normal.
What's your thought about Brady and Gronk in Tampa? You think it's going to work?
Yeah, I do. I really do. I mean,
he's going to be really good?
He's a GOAT. Yeah, I do, man.
You think they're going to Super Bowl?
I don't think I can say. I don't know if I can say that.
Early.
They'll be good. They're going to be nice, man.
Injuries.
Nice. They got a lot of weapons, though. A lot of weapons with the GOAT. Shout out my guy Don Smith out there, the left tackle, protecting
Yeah,
baby.
he's the best. He's a
Yeah,
good dude. He was live the other day. I was watching him. He's got great personality. He's good
he's a
people.
goofy dude, man.
He's
Yeah,
good people.
yeah, he is.
Real quick in the comments, what's your favorite squad? Just go ham. Everybody just list their favorite team. Before we bounce, because I got to go in a minute.
Okay.
Talk to me about, one or two things that you're observing from the, COVID world we're living right now. Like any new behaviors from you? Have you gotten used to FaceTime? Are you like what's on your mind overall? Like, do you feel like, tell me what you're going to do different, you think, if you had a guess, what you're going to do different post this pandemic. Do you think you're going to travel as much? Do you think you're going to, do FaceTimes with kids more? Like what stands out? Anything yet?
I think in general, yeah, I think I'm gonna be just more cautious when I travel, but I'd say I'm just gonna be a little more grateful, I think, for all things, just in general, man. Like spending time with my family, being able to I haven't seen or talked to or touch my mom in a while. Like I talked to my mom, but I hadn't got a chance to give her a hug in I don't know a month and a half. So just spending more time with my family, just being more grateful when I'm around friends and whatnot. But then also using this stuff more. I mean, this is my first time live, man. So just getting more out there.
And what drives me crazy is you're so good at it.
Am I?
You're real good at it. You're charismatic as fuck.
Appreciate that, blood. Appreciate it.
You just need more practice in it.
Yeah.
And it matters. The culture's watching, and
shouts to you for pushing me.
I'm glad you're here. I'm really glad you're here, and I'm excited to be on Zoom with you tomorrow as we're yelling and making fun and saying we love that kid, we hate that kid. Hey, I can't wait for tomorrow.
You got to tell the story of the draft when Leonard got drafted. The fact that we were both. That's a funny story.
So here's a great story. Brandon. So as a lot of you know, Leonard's now with Vayner Sports, and it's 100% because of Brandon when he came over, and he repped him.
His tag today, by the way.
I heard. Yeah. So he's a Giant now, so I have to hate Leonard even though he's my favorite person. But I don't know if a lot of you who are watching right now know this, but you might remember if you've been following me for a long time. AJ and I went to Chicago for that draft. We sat front row, and when Leonard got picked by the Jets, he hugs Brandon. This is literally what happens in real life. He hugs his family and Brandon, and he walks, holds his jersey up, and there's two guys in the front row going crazy. We were on TV and everything, going crazy. And if you look at Leonard, if you all go right after we get off here and go to Leonard Williams dropping, you'll see he's holding up his jersey, and then he kind of looks over. He's like giving love back, and that's me and AJ. And it's
you gotta Google it. Go look at it. It's hilarious.
Crazy. And so he literally, he's such a great guy. He's such a great smile. He looks over. He's happy because we're going fucking crazy. We're on ESPN. We're going ham. And obviously, to later get to have him part of the family because Brandon has just been a blessing. And he's the best. And hopefully we got a lot more stories like that for the next 30 years.
No doubt. Absolutely,
I love you so much. Man. Tell everybody.
Much love, G.
Tell everybody your handle. Let me pin it.
I'm at B Parker, B as in boy, Parker. Follow me on IG. We'll be posting a lot more. Much love to G. Appreciate you. Shouts to the whole Vayner Sports Squad.
Alan, thank you so much for coming in, supporting Liz, my sister Novello's in the
Mark
building.
J.
AJ, there's a lot of people in here.
No doubt.
Everybody watching, if you wanna follow a real one and follow where we're going, B Parker at B Parker.
Appreciate y'all, man.
I like that handle. We dropped the one, huh?
Yeah, we did. You know it. Thanks, G.
Take care.
Much
Stay well,
love,
everyone.
bro.
Take care, everybody.
Right,
enjoy the draft tomorrow, everyone.
All right, peace.